Welcome back to Uncle on the Internet. Okay, so tonight we're at this vid, and it's called True Doppelganger Horror Story Animated. What can I say, right? Something about October, in fact, the Halloween's coming up. Just honestly, I just felt watching horror shit. So obviously, I love horrors. Like nothing scares me, and I haven't been able to watch. I haven't watched anything horror related for quite some time. So yeah, I'm about to react to this animated horror story. Okay, so that first I'm about to get into his reaction. What can I say? I love me a good horror story. That reminds me to catch up on American Horror Story. I have not watched it since season 9. So yeah. And I heard season 11's coming out, or it's already out, or whatever. Yeah, we need to get on that.
Unbelievable true story that really happened to me. This happening completely changed my whole life. Now, I'm not who I used to be anymore. One day 5 years ago, I was watching YouTube as usual. While scrolling down through my recommendeds, I found a thumbnail of a YouTuber who looked exactly the same as me. Hugely surprised, I clicked it. To my surprise, the YouTuber in the video had my face. I mean, his eyes, nose, mouth, and even the shape of his nostrils looked just like mine. Also, his voice, the way he smiled, the shape of his eyebrows, and the spots on his face looked exactly the same as mine. When I first saw the video, I thought maybe I had uploaded it and had some partial amnesia or something. But obviously that didn't make sense. How could I have made that many videos and not remember them? I showed it to my parents and friends. I told them it wasn't me, but they just laughed at me, saying things like, "Don't be ridiculous. So what, is this your doppelganger?" No matter how hard I tried to explain, they didn't believe me. They just kept giggling watching those videos. They were completely convinced that the YouTuber in the video was me. I asked my mom if I had a twin brother or something, but she said, "Are you making a prank video or something like that? Or you really are a YouTuber?" Well, even if I had a twin, that wouldn't actually explain anything. Even twins don't look exactly the same. Suddenly, I wondered if someone made a composite with computer graphics using my face image. But why? I'm not a celebrity or a handsome guy. Why would anyone use my face? I'm just an ordinary dude. So I sent an email with my picture to the YouTuber to figure out the truth. Who are you? Why are you using my face? Or is that really what you look like? I also sent some pictures of my forearm with an old burn scar that I got when I was 7, and my belly button, which looked very unique. I thought these things could never be the same. Several days later, I got a reply from him. He said, "Nice try. You made a composite with my face. I bet my toes that you're fooling around with my picture. Seriously though, if you really look the same as me, I would gladly cut my little toe and send it to you. By the way, how did you know about the scar on my forearm? Who the hell are you? I'm interested. If you really want to prove your face, make a video call to me. That would make for some interesting content." So I video called him. As soon as the video was on, both he and I grabbed our hearts and we began to suffocate. Exactly the same faces. There were 2 of me. I barely pushed an end call button, and when his face disappeared, the pain also stopped. He also looked extremely shocked. I mean, his face looked exactly the same as when I got shocked. I sent an email saying, "Now you believe me?
Those are them twins that feel the same thing you feel.
He didn't answer. Then, one day, a new video was uploaded on his channel with the title, "The Doppelganger."
Fucking hell.
When I found it, I got goosebumps all over. But I couldn't help but check it out. In the video, he kept gazing at the camera with an expressionless face for a while. Then, with a bizarre smile, he picked up a mirror and began to stare at himself inside of it. He kept staring at himself for almost an hour, laughing like crazy.
They sound mad. Very, very mad. Entirely mad.
And in the end, he smashed the mirror and shouted, "Is it your face or mine?" It was extremely creepy. After that last video,
disturbing.
Nothing was uploaded on the channel anymore. Even several weeks since that day, there wasn't any new content uploaded. I got nervous. What if something bad happened to him? A few days later, I got a call. When I picked up the phone, my heart sank. Hello, sir. This is Officer Ackles. Is this Mr. James speaking? Yes, this is James. Any problem? I asked in a shaky voice. What the police said next made me feel like my heart dropped to my feet. James, a man with the same name as you is missing. We found he recently communicated with you through email. We're now tracing him and he boarded a flight to the U.S.
Holy
Can you
shit.
tell us anything about him? I was shocked again. Not only his face, but also his name was the same as mine.
No.
According to the police, they found a notebook at his house which was written like this. May 12th, 2017. It feels like I've been disappearing from the world since I met him. My face in the mirror is getting shadowed by the black like a black hole. The mirror doesn't show my face anymore. May 15th, 2017.
Fucking
I am
hell.
losing my sense of identity. Even when somebody calls my name, I don't know whether they're calling me or somebody else. I really don't know who I am anymore. May 27th, 2017. Yesterday I threw up blood and was carried to the emergency room. The doctor said my organs were rotting. He didn't know why this was happening to me or how to treat it. He just looked at me helplessly. June 3rd, 2017. Today I suddenly passed out on the street while walking. I was
Shit.
really lucky to get CPR from a passerby. He said my heart wasn't beating for a while. June 5th, 2017. In bed, I saw a creepy black figure standing in front of me.
Fucking hell.
Standing still, the figure said, "You saw what you shouldn't." June 6, 2017. Things to do this week. 1. Find other me. 2.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. With this last memo, there was no more writing, and it was assumed he left home right after this. However, a thought had suddenly struck me. I had emailed him my home address, as I couldn't even imagine what was going to happen.
No.
I began to panic.
Not the home
next day,
address.
One of my friends texted me, and the message shocked
No.
me again. Hey man, it was nice to see you yesterday. Thanks for the drinks, by the way. You look different. Pretty weird. I called him right away to figure out what happened.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you're back today. Did I meet your doppelganger yesterday? I asked him to tell
I
me
think the
what
joke is
happened, making an excuse that I was blackout drunk. Then he said, "Are you kidding me? We giggled and chatted. We looked at the pictures we took before at your home. Dude, how did you not know your way home? I was totally worn out after taking you to your house." At that moment, it felt like the world stopped. I was unable to say a word. My ears began to ring, and my friend's voice asking whether I was okay just sounded like buzzing. I knew that man was coming to me, and I became engulfed in fear.
Holy shit.
I rushed into my room and closed the door. However, I heard my family chattering away in the living room, and soon, my legs turned into jelly, because I also heard my own voice out of their chattering, with the sound of my laughter as well. I began to tremble with fear, standing behind the door.
Voxy, enjoy all the YouTube
Oh,
shorts
God.
you want.
Oh,
for a
no,
limited
no,
video
no,
for
no.
Just £12 a month.
Warning, content triggers salvation and savings. Get 50% off pizzas when you spend £25. What the huh?
After a while, I heard footsteps coming up to my room, closer and closer. Then, the door handle was turned slowly and the door opened, and there was him. Me
No.
standing at the door.
Oh, no.
I stood speechlessly,
Oh, hell
face to
no.
face with the other me. He grinned and walked towards a full-length mirror in the room. Then, he gazed in the mirror at his face and my face, alternately. He repeated that faster and faster and began to gasp for breath. I can't fucking see myself in the mirror anymore! He shouted like this and suddenly rushed towards me with a horrible shriek.
Oh, no.
I fell on my back and he shouted while choking me. Why me? If it's between me and you, then you gotta die! It makes
What
sense
the
that
fuck?
way. Bullshit! Get off of me! Please, we need to talk! I was almost fainting away. And then, He suddenly stopped and fell down on the floor. He rolled over and over, grabbing his face and howling in pain. His eyes began to swell as if they were going to pop. His nose bled from both nostrils.
Lovely.
His face got twisted and distorted. I also heard the awful sound of his jawbone falling off. And a crunching sound from the bones all in his body. I screamed, absolutely paralyzed by that dreadful scene. While he was screaming and rolling over, the sound of his bones and tendons being broken. But soon, he went deadly silent. When I looked at him, his face had turned into a completely different look and he already stopped breathing. I called 911. Since his face was awfully disfigured, the police had great difficulties in identifying him. Besides, his fingerprints were exactly the same as mine, which totally made the police confused. The police searched his house and his belongings thoroughly and got in touch with his friends and acquaintances.
This shit's so weird.
But all of them said they didn't know him. After all this, it was closed as an unsolved case, without any result. To this day, I have no idea who he was. Nobody in this world knows who he was. A long time has passed since then, but I still suffer from nightmares. In the dream, he or I come closer and squeeze my throat. I suffer from that pain to death. Then, when I'm almost at my last gasp, I barely awake from the nightmare. I haven't been able to look in the mirror since then. I'm going to get plastic surgery soon. That may be the only way out from this nightmare.
Fucking hell. Definitely need to react to another one of these since I'm in October now, and I feel like doing so. But damn, that shit's so fucked, man. Jesus, wait, hold on. My friend's typing to me. What are you saying? Nah, he's just laughing. But damn, that story, that sounds like a nightmare. Like, imagine having someone that looks exactly like you, has the same name as you, and they come and try and do that to you. But damn. No, it is. I like scary stories. Like, I love horror stories, right? I love horror movies, and I love hearing horror stories like this. Some of my friends, some are like, yeah, no, I'm not into that. But I got a rare few that are, and I'm like, there's ones I never really get to see or hang out with that often, so it's a shame. But damn, this one was so chilling. So chilling. I was in shock, and I'm like, damn. If I ever have a lookalike, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm a bit reluctant now. I'm more apprehensive now. Imagine someone looked like me, talked like me, acted like me, same name as me, doing that, going off meeting people, meeting my friends, meeting my family and all that shit. Thinking that it's really me. That's just crazy. I'm reading the comment now. Someone said, one of the low-key greatest horror stories ever written. Definitely one of the best horror stories I've ever had. Right? This is better than that OnlyFans related horror story, the animated one that I watched last year, I think it was. Yeah. Like around this time last year, I think. I remember them ones that I watched last year, because them ones were like 20 minutes long. I was worried that this thing was going to stop filming halfway through. Loving the doppelganger stories, as it is always thrilling to see an evil twin version of yourself at night. Yeah, but no one does the original like the original. I shouldn't really do that. I just got a flu jab today. Still a bit sore, still a bit sensitive. But I'm definitely not gonna complain about pain again. I would enjoy worse pain than just a little needle in my arm. Like one time I was little, I had like a pin here. That shit. That was painful. That was very painful. You know it's bad luck when you see your own doppelganger. Noted. I'll avoid them. They might be nice, but I'll avoid them. This horrifies me. How they have the same name, DNA, and facial expressions. As soon as they both went to video chat, I felt goosebumps. I was in shock when I saw the bit with the FaceTime. I was like, my eyes just said it all. It's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch another one of these. That's for sure. At some point. Some point in this month, but we'll see. Just have to watch the space and see. But yeah, cool vid, cool animation. The story definitely made an impact, gave me chills, made me not want to ever encounter any of my doppelgangers ever. So yeah, COVID. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if and ever I feel like it, and I'll see you next one. Bye!